You will not believe what just happened. This is by far the craziest thing that has ever happened, ever. They're about to shut the doors of the plane, so I like shoot up. I need to get off this plane if that's the case. From Baltimore. This is crazy. So it is a Disney travel day, but for me it's going back home, and this is like my first time having the experience of like, I've lived in Orlando now, I came home for a week, and now I'm like going back, and it feels like it'd be a Disney vacation, but it's like I'm having all these surreal moments like, wait, I live here now, like I live in Orlando, which has always been a dream. I feel very blessed that that is now, you know, I could say that's my life, that I live in Orlando. So been a great trip home, got to do a lot of catching up with the family. I filmed my video with my big announcement that I am no longer working for Disney, and thank you guys for all your support on that. That's been amazing. But now we have travel day drama. So me and my parents, I was so excited. My parents were actually scheduled to, they're coming down with me right now to Orlando. When I planned to come home for the week, we were able to coordinate it that I actually was able to grab a seat on their same plane. Well, we were supposed to leave around 11 o'clock today. That was our original flight. And last night at 11:30 in the evening, like we were all like falling asleep on the couch, getting ready to head up to bed and rest up to have our travel day today, we got an alert that the flight was canceled, which is very unfortunate. It's one of those crazy things. Like you guys know, the travel's been kind of crazy right now. Like I know this is kind of a common issue that's been happening with a lot of people, and it happened to us today. So last night, like we quickly were trying to like, okay, they give you like, we're flying Southwest, you get the one-time like change. So we were trying to all quickly get on. There was another flight for today. My parents were able to get it. Literally, I'm doing it at the same time because we were on two separate reservations. By the time I got on there, that plane was already filled up. So I then didn't have a flight until tomorrow then. So we were gonna be going at two entirely different days. We were trying to figure out, I was probably gonna have to get a hotel here in Baltimore. It was a whole mess. We were on the phone, me and my mom were like falling asleep sitting up last night. We were on the phone with Southwest until 2:30 in the morning. It was insane, absolutely insane. And then finally, like they weren't even answering after over 2 hours on the phone. So we finally gave up, went to bed, and then my mom started calling back first thing this morning. Finally got through after like another 2-hour wait, and the customer service agent was able to find there was one other flight going out here at Baltimore today, the same day my parents are going out, but I have to now go. My flight is at around like 3 o'clock something, which is already changed. That's a whole other thing. It's already been delayed and pushed forwards and backwards several times already. I have to now have a layover in Ohio, then get into Orlando. My parents at 6 o'clock tonight, around like 6 something, they have a direct flight to Orlando. So eventually, hopefully, we are all gonna end up in Orlando this evening. Well, Mom, hello.
Hi.
I just gave the intro and explained our drama.
We're having another drama start to the trip, but
yes.
All right. So is a lot of other people. I feel so bad for other families that are trying to travel together. We're separating on 2 different planes to try to get to where we want to get to. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Like I was telling Mom, like, you know, we're in a good position. Like I live in Orlando. You guys, I feel like you pretty much live in Orlando. Well, not
No.
really, you really don't. Soon you will, but you know what I mean? Like, you're transitioning down, so it's like, we're lucky that we get to go often as a family. But it's like, I feel so bad for, like, if this was your 1 week out of the year that you were trying to go to Disney or something. And I said, what if you had little kids and, like, the flight got canceled at 11:30 last night? If you were already, like, in bed. It's just, it's so sad that this is the state of the world right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, if we had gone to bed any earlier, I don't think we would have gotten the flights that we did even manage to get to try again today.
Crazy. You know us with crazy travel day vlogs. We had where the plane broke. That was last May. We've had it all. Our road trips, we've had car trouble and been in garages, going down 95. When you travel,
Yes. Expect things not to go well, and if they do, then it's a bonus.
Then it's a bonus. So yes, here we are in BWI. This is Baltimore Washington International Airport. We love this airport. It's a lot calmer than Philadelphia usually. So yeah, it's a little bit further for us to drive, but yes, it's more organized of an experience. So we will absolutely always come down here when we can. We got all our bags here. I'm excited because Southwest always lets you have 2 check bags. I get to take my golf clubs. I'm so excited. And we got more stuff for the apartment. So yeah, I'm trying to get down as much stuff as I can. Okay, just say goodbye to Mom and Dad. My flight just got moved back up to 3:10. It's changed like 4 times today. It's absolutely insane. Craziness, but okay, I am now heading to security. Okay, so Mom and Dad, they could not come through security yet because their flight is still over 4 hours away. We learned that it has to be within 4 hours in order to drop off your bags. So they're actually, like, due to time constraints, they are taking, because we only had 4 bags with us, which included my golf clubs and everything. So because you get 2 check bags with Southwest, they're gonna take all 4 of them with them. And I was saying that's probably the smartest thing to do, because I realized, because I have a connecting flight, whenever I've had connecting flights, that's when you run the risk of, especially when it's like not a very long layover, that's when you run the risk of your bags getting lost. So this is gonna work out that they're gonna have all the bags. I don't have anything, so I just left them, went through security. And like I said, my plane has now moved up. My flight has moved up back to its original time that it leaves at 3:10. So hopefully that's what happens here. So I have a little bit of time walking through BWI right now. I do really like this airport. Is very, very nice. So yeah, that's my update. I am now going to go ahead and find something to do while I wait. So yeah, I probably have about like maybe a half hour until boarding's gonna start. So I'm gonna go find the gate and then maybe walk around for a bit, get a bottle of water, and we'll head to Ohio. I always like how this airport has like just these rocking chairs everywhere. It's very nice. This right here is one of the lines to talk to somebody for like guest relations type stuff. This is insane. Like air travel right now, it's crazy. Just be prepared if you're traveling anytime soon. It's sad how many people's flights are just completely, getting mixed up. People can't get out for days on end. And it's like your entire vacation right there can so easily be ruined. It's very unfortunate. So they have all the Baltimore merchandise, and because we're so close to DC, and this is also like, the Washington airport, they have a lot of like cool DC things, like a lot of America things, which is awesome. Well guys, I am not on a flight to Columbus, Ohio right now, and it does not look like I am getting home to Orlando today at all. So I have a lot to catch you up on. This isn't even like, what is my life right now? I said, I feel like I live in a soap opera now. Honestly, between what just happened at Disney, as you all know, and this is insane. I have never, we've experienced some pretty bad travel delays before, different things, but we've always been able to get rebooked onto another flight and, or they get another plane in there. Travel is insane right now, though. We live in crazy times. You will not believe what just happened. This is by far the craziest thing that has ever happened, ever. And we may now be driving to Florida. I think we are going to bag this. We pretty much literally are. We come out of the security zone and everything. We're gonna get in the car and drive as soon as we get our luggage. This is now turned into a road trip because, believe it or not, a 14-hour drive will be faster than what they could offer us here. I have no hard feelings towards any of the wonderful people working. Be kind to the people that work because they're the ones that showed up. There's a lot more issues on the corporate end that need to be sorted out in situations like this. This is insane. Okay, let me explain. So basically, you guys know, Me and my parents were all three of us supposed to be on a flight together today that was leaving around 11 in the morning. It was like early, like right now, currently about 4:30. Like we should have already been like well into Orlando relaxing at my apartment right now. That flight today was canceled. So then we could not all rebook because we had separate reservations. When we went to rebook, my parents were able to grab a flight that was for today. I could not get on that same flight. Their flight was for 8 o'clock tonight. Today is Saturday. I could not get a flight until Sunday. Then this morning, I had updated you guys that we called Southwest. They were able to get me on a flight today that I had to go through Columbus, Ohio, and then was going to be able to connect into Orlando. So the whole thing sucked, but it was like, okay, at least all of us are still going to today, Saturday, arrive in Orlando. Well, now what's happened is all of our flights have been canceled. All of the connections to Orlando have been fully canceled, and they're telling us that there is nothing out of either Columbus or here in Baltimore until Tuesday. It's Saturday, mind you. So my heart breaks for people that if like this was your vacation, it's like your whole week is gone. Like this is absolutely insane. So what happened? So I was scheduled to originally get into Ohio, and then at 4 o'clock-ish, this would have now been like my time to fly to Orlando. That then got pushed, and I wasn't going to be leaving Ohio until 10 o'clock tonight, so I wouldn't have been getting into Orlando until like midnight. Meanwhile, my parents' flight that was for 6 got pushed to 8 o'clock. It at one point was pushed to 10 o'clock, then it was back to 8 o'clock. Insane. So follow me on this. I go to get onto my flight, and they make an announcement that anyone, because a lot of people were on this Columbus flight just specifically to be able to have connections to our final destinations. There was a lot of people that were on the flight going to Sarasota, Florida. They had an agent come on and say, if you were on this flight to connect to Sarasota, we suggest you get off now because you have a better chance of getting out here than going to Ohio, because your flight from Columbus has been canceled and you do not have as good of a chance. They don't have as many flights that go to Sarasota from there. So all those people, we had to wait there as all those people are deplaning. Meanwhile, my mom calls me because she sees the notification that my flight, my connection to Orlando from Columbus, is also canceled. At this point, the flight attendants did not even know this information, and they're about to shut the doors of the plane. So I like shoot up and I run over to the flight attendant. I'm like, did they just cancel Orlando that's on this connection? And she's like, I don't even know. And I'm like, well, I need to get off this plane if that's the case. Like seriously, it felt like something out of a movie. So she told me, she's like, go, you can talk to the gate agent. So I run back up the gangway, asked them, and sure enough, my flight to Orlando was canceled. And they were like, well, ma'am, what do you want to do? You need to make a decision. Are you getting on this flight or not? At that point, they then had to come in, and then I saw they were making the announcement to everybody else that was trying to get to Orlando on that flight that they should probably either get off or stay on, because they said either way, if we would stay and try to go out of here at Baltimore, we were looking at not getting out until Tuesday. Or if we would go to Columbus, we'd be looking at not getting out till Tuesday. I just can't believe, like, I almost took off and then would have been stranded by myself in Columbus, a place that I've never even been to. I have no idea anything there. And I started a job this week. I started a new job this week. Like, I am supposed to start my job on Tuesday, the day that they're telling me I couldn't have gotten a flight in until. What's happening now is we're gonna have to drive. So yeah, anyway, I ran off the plane. My parents, they were at that point through security and everything. They came and they met me. What we were gonna try to do while we still thought that their flight was happening, we were gonna try to get me to take their place. And it was like, unfortunately, like it probably wouldn't have worked out that we all were gonna be able to go, but like I needed to be able to get home since I'm starting my new job. And so we go up and we're gonna see if we could at least make that switch. And they were like, well, you can't do that because that flight's canceled. And we're like, what? So here's where we are. This is what's happening. And I just can't even believe, like, Southwest used to be my absolute favorite airline, and I don't think I can ever fly with them again. And once again, not because of the wonderful people that are here and are trying to help people, but the way that this has been handled on a corporate standpoint, this is so insane, absolutely insane. So yes, that was a very long rant, but there's a lot going on right now. So right now I'm gonna insert footage of, we came out of the security checkpoint because we were like, we just have to start driving. Like that's our only option at this point. So we come out of security and we're like, where do we go to get our bags? And they show us this massive line. So I will insert the footage of how long this line is. Okay, let me show you exactly how much of a insane situation we are in. There's only 2 poor agents working in there. They need to get them more help. That is where we have to enter. This is the line. This is the line that we have to go all the way through. Wave, people. This is the very back of the line. That is the very front. I don't think any of us are ever flying Southwest again. So yeah, that's where we're at right now, and that's what we're having to wait in. I hope it goes fast because like time's ticking. Like we need to actually be on the road and start driving. Like we're all like regretting. We're like, we should have just like, as soon as the flight was canceled, just started driving first thing this morning and we would have had all of today. It's just, but you know, you can't know those things. You can't see into the future like that. This is insane. This is by far, the title of this video is to be something like the most insane travel day of my life. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi.
Here's the recording for maybe 10 years from now, and maybe it will possibly be funny. I said, this is the recording for maybe 10 years from now, maybe it will possibly be funny.
Possibly.
I don't think so. It's not good at all today. Not funny at all. But we're kind of moving a little bit. I'm hoping maybe my golf clubs will come out in the oversize. I asked them if they know where does oversize go if the flight is canceled, and they had no idea. So they said just ask here, but I'm seeing stuff coming, so I keep looking for my golf clubs. So we're still here. It's currently about 6:10. So I was saying that it was like 4 earlier. It was actually more like 5:30. I can't even remember. All time is running together, but it feels like it actually should be earlier in the day. I was saying it feels like it should be earlier in the day. Mom says it's starting to feel pretty darn late. I know, I just feel like we didn't go anywhere. Like nothing happened today. Hello. So update from the airport. We're all just stranded here in BWI in Baltimore. This is absolutely crazy. Like I said, this is hands down the craziest travel experience that we've ever had. We've had some kind of crazy ones, like car trouble literally while like trying to drive to Disney, planes breaking. That happened to us before. But yeah, this is absolutely insane. So we waited in that whole long line, and they basically said that there's so many people trying to collect their luggage that they were saying it could take up to 3 hours, which would have us not being able to hit the road until 10 p.m. at night to start our road trip now. So it's very frustrating. There's a lot of frustrated people around. We're trying to be in good spirits. Like we were saying, like literally if I wouldn't have gotten off the plane, like it was like a movie scene. Like I had to run off that plane. Like if I would have taken off and went to Ohio, I'd be stranded all by myself, like alone in Ohio. So like my mom said, she's like, we need to be grateful at least like we're all together and like we can start, you know, getting to where we need to go. So right now it looks like something's happening. My parents are standing up there. I'm like sitting here editing just on the floor of the airport. It looks like maybe something good is happening. An agent just came out and is talking to everybody. There's Mom. And we just wait here, see what's happening. Good? Bad? Oh no, that doesn't look good. Uh-oh. No.
I don't know.
I thought it was gonna be good.
No, she said she looked for it. Yeah, I did look for that. They took them. They're supposed to bring them back. I don't know where they're going. I'm hoping they're not putting them on another.
Oh gosh, they can't put them on a plane. Oh.
But they're supposed to. I said they are bringing them here. They're supposed to be bringing them here.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh.
I hope so. I'm not starting to lose all faith though.
Oh God. This is absolutely horrible. I can't even give you the update right now. This is so bad. We are trying to figure out what we need to do. Mixed information. This is absolutely horrible. What time is it? It's currently 8:30 at night, a little bit after 8:30. We are still stuck here with no bags. We don't know what to do. And somebody just told us that the bags may have went to Orlando, but they cannot. No one can give us a straight answer if that's the case or not. And if we just need to start driving and meet them, we don't know. And if that is the case, we would have wasted so much time right now waiting here. Coming in with an update. It is not a positive update at all. We are currently still just sitting here at baggage claim. We had a guy come out who basically said to, like, the bunch of us are all here wondering where are the Orlando bags. He said that all of them have went. Like, there was one singular plane that got out here that went to Orlando, and he believes that all the bags are on that plane. I feel so bad for there's certain people around us that said, you know, they're now like us having to drive to Orlando, or they're not on a plane until 2 days from now, 3 days from now. Certain people are saying, you know, they have enough medication with them for like a day or two, but then they have medication that they were already planning to, you know, any type of delay wouldn't be this long, and they need medication, and it's not here, and Southwest is doing absolutely nothing. This is absolute insanity. I feel so bad for so many people around us. We really don't know what to do, because this guy said that he believes all the bags went, which if that's the case, that would suck, because we could have just started driving and already been 4 hours into our road trip at this point and been well on our way. But then at the same time, other agents, we went and asked at another counter, and they were like, oh no, the Orlando bags are all still here. And then this other guy, we have one guy who's like, oh, if you guys are trying to drive, I would suggest just like get on the road, because the bags are probably already going to be there. We're getting such mixed information, like nothing is being handled well. And there's other people too, like we're thankful we do have a car here and we have the option, we can just like go out and start driving. We just met another couple who they were coming from O'Hara Airport, and so now this was like their stopover, and then they're trying to get to Orlando. So they literally have nothing. They're in a city that they don't know. They don't have a car here or anything. And they were saying, like, can we talk to somebody to see what can they do for us? Can they put us up in a hotel for a night? Because they weren't on a flight until either tomorrow or Monday. And they're like, so what are they going to do for us? And he basically said, he's like, you're on your own. That's actually what the Southwest agent said. He's like, you're on your own, unfortunately. He's like, you can then get on and log complaints online. Like, nobody's actually, there's no physical people to help us in this particular situation. Yeah, this is, I don't think I can ever fly Southwest again. This is so horrible. I hate that this vlog is seriously so negative, but I'm going to tell you guys how it is. Like, this is, if I can help other people out there with, you know, figuring out what we got to do in these current times with how travel is, it's just, this is crazy. Yeah, best advice if you are traveling anytime soon, just have all your medications with you. Just be prepared for the worst. Like, I would even keep a little bit of like cosmetic, like me and my mom are even thinking, like, we both wear contacts. Like, we don't have contact cases or even contact solution. Like, if you wear contacts, you know, like I don't have my glasses. Like, I need to have my glasses when I take my contacts out at night. Like, I don't have any of that. So like, this really, this is very frustrating. Absolutely very frustrating. So it's like, I think moving forward, I'll always keep like a little contact case at least, you know, with me or something. We're already talking about using like bottle caps, like from our water bottles, to like try to put our contacts in and find solutions somewhere. This is crazy. Okay, after 4 hours, we've had one more person say that the bags to Orlando are likely on their way there. So here we go. We are now trying to get back to our car in the parking lot and start driving. It is currently about 9:40 right now at night. So we're not gonna get on the road until well after 10 o'clock. And we could have been on the road like over 4 hours ago and already been well into the drive. So yeah, there was so much miscommunication with how this was handled. You know, canceled flights happen, but yeah, this was just handled very badly today. We are on the road. We can see there's the Washington Monument and yeah, the Capitol Dome. So we're passing through, well, I don't know if it's so much passing through. We're driving past DC